What is that?
Oh no, bro.
Venturing into the woods alone at night can be terrifying, but what happens when you encounter someone or something you'd rather never meet? Tonight, we're diving into the 6 most disturbing camping encounters ever recorded. These clips will make you think twice about ever stepping into the woods alone again. Let's delve straight into this first disturbing encounter. This clip comes from the YouTube channel Mighty Mouse, where Michael shares his passion for outdoor adventures, hiking, and fitness, hoping to inspire and inform others about staying active and healthy. Over the past 3 years, Michael has built a compact community around his exciting explorations and motivational content. In this particular video, Michael takes us on a camping trip into the forest with his new puppy, Belle. It's December 20th, 2024. Michael arrives at the forest, eager to set out on his hike and enjoy the winter scenery. Unknowns to him, the quiet woods are about to become the setting for an unsettling encounter.
I don't think I'll really go that much in, but I'm hoping that there's water. If there's not water, we may have to go all the way down. But my pack is definitely pretty heavy right now. I think everything still pretty well on there. Yeah. But a lot of that is food and junk that I can dispose of in the fire while I'm out here. Come on. Alright, so I found my camp. We had to come down a good bit. There's usually water running down through that. I might be able to run off and find somewhere in there, but I'm gonna set up, I think, between this tree and maybe that one there.
The forest feels serene as Michael arrives at what feels like the perfect spot for the night. Wasting no time, he begins setting up his shelter and preparing everything for a cozy evening in the woods, excited for an enjoyable evening with Belle by his side, but totally unaware that his fun and peaceful adventure will turn into one of the most terrifying nights Michael has ever experienced.
All right, got the fire pit made, the cod in there, gotta lay some stuff out. Belle's eating. We need to try to drink the rest of this water and go get the rest, but she spilled some of her water, so she must not want it too bad.
With his camp fully set up, Michael watches as the sun dips below the horizon and the encroaching darkness begins to envelop the woods. Despite the growing shadows, his excitement for the adventure remains undeterred as he enjoys the moment with his new puppy, Belle. However, as the night settles in, the forest starts to come alive, and the distant sounds of its nocturnal inhabitants signal that he's no longer alone in the stillness.
She definitely seems a little tired and kind of scared, maybe. I don't know. Is your nail okay? Definitely hear some animals like coyotes or something. Not sure what that's about.
Although Michael hears the faint howl of a coyote echoing through the forest, the sound seems distant enough not to cause concern. Comforted by the thought that it's likely far away, he shakes off any lingering unease and focuses on preparing his dinner. The warmth of the fire and the presence of his playful puppy, Belle, keeps him grounded as he begins to wind down for the night.
I think she's definitely kind of like anxious or scared now that it's dark. I don't know how well you guys can see that. But yeah, just some
smoky burger seasoning, you know? Got some buns. Where are those?
The atmosphere remains serene, and Michael is soaking in the peacefulness of his camping adventure under the starry sky. However, the distant howls of coyotes linger in the back of his mind. Despite the calm, a subtle unease starts to creep in as he considers the possibility that the coyotes might venture closer, curious or emboldened. Trusting in the fire's protective presence to keep them at bay, he maintains his composure and continues eating. But just as he begins to relax, the situation takes an unsettling turn. Exactly the scenario he had hoped to avoid.
Oh yeah. Okay. Well, I feel like it's safe to say they're pretty close.
Loud howls and eerie screams pierce the night, much closer than before. A pack of coyotes has gathered nearby, their cries reverberating through the silent forest. Michael tries to stay calm, reminding himself that attacks are rare, but the thought of protecting Belle keeps him on edge. Despite the fear creeping in, Michael knows leaving the forest in complete darkness might be even more dangerous. Determined to push through, he decides to stay the night, hoping the coyotes will lose interest and move on.
Okay. So I'm just over here kind of setting up camp, or setting up my bed, really. And this is Lenny's sleeping bag. Oh no, bro.
The haunting howls return, this time even closer. Michael's sense of unease grows as he realizes how vulnerable he and Belle are in the middle of the dark woods. He can't see anything beyond the reach of his flashlight, leaving him to imagine what might be lurking just out of sight. For minutes that feel like hours, Michael waits in tense silence, his ears straining for any sound of movement. When the howls finally fade, the oppressive feeling of being watched lingers. He tries to rest, but his nerves, and the responsibility of keeping Belle safe, keep him awake for most of the night. Although the coyotes didn't return again, their presence left Michael rattled. And when dawn finally broke, he was relieved to pack up his camp and leave the forest behind. The trip was a stark reminder of the unpredictability of nature and how even a peaceful adventure can take a terrifying turn. Luckily for Michael, this adventure ended safely, leaving him with an unforgettable experience rather than a harrowing tale. And with that, let's delve into the next terrifying camping encounter. This next video comes from the Spanish-speaking YouTube channel Eerie Hernandez, where Eerie shares a variety of content, but is best known for his explorations of terrifying locations that most would never dare to visit. In this clip, Eerie embarks on an overnight adventure with a few friends, exploring a cave ominously known as the Devil's Cave. The cave earned its sinister reputation from rumors of satanic rituals said to have taken place there over the years. Although the group anticipated a tense night, nothing could have prepared them for the horrors they were about to face. It's February 12th, 2023. Eerie and his friends set out on a hike through the dense woods to reach the remote Devil's Cave. With their spirits high, they begin their journey under the cover of night. However, as they venture deeper into the forest and finally arrive at the cave, their optimism is quickly replaced by a heavy, oppressive atmosphere that seems to envelop the area.
Wow. No, qué bárbaro. Vean, mi gente, todo esto está lleno de trabajos. Oye, yo lo que no veo es la veladora que se veía desde arriba, desde abajo, perdón. ¿La viste tú? Yo no la vi, güey. ¡Ah, la verga! Se empiezan a escuchar ruido. Mi gente hermosa. Pues miren, aquí está la entrada de la cueva del diablo. Ahí viene la flota. No sé qué se vaya a grabar allá adentro. Pero la cosa es que... Cállense. Vean, mi gente, vean. A la verga, hay un altar, pa. Hay un altar. Vean nomás. A la verga, güey. Mira, ropa, güey, veladora. Ay, Dios mío. A la verga. No tiene manos, ¿viste? Bueno, sí, como de...
As they step inside the cave, a nauseating stench of decay washes over them. They stumble upon what appears to be an altar, complete with a devil-like statue. The sight leaves the group deeply unsettled, and the first pangs of regret start to creep in. They begin to question their decision to search for this infamous location. In need of fresh air, they step outside the cave. But this is when their nightmare truly begins.
Es la misma carga, mira que Carlos está temblando, loco. Vamos a empezar a bajar, güey, poquito a poquito. Vamos a bajar poquito a poquito. Mi gente, la neta, lo que se vio allá adentro, verga, está cabrón. Oye, ¿oíste? Güey, ya fue adentro. ¿Fue adentro? Verga, mi gente, no mames, se oyó aquí en corto, güey. Cuidado, si fue adentro. Si fue adentro, vaya adentro. Oh, chingas a tu madre, güey. No sé. A la verga, vete a la verga. ¿Qué es pendejo? Quítate. ¿Qué fue? Quítate. No mames. Cuidado, güey, cuidado. Cuidado.
While carefully making their way down the hill, one of them notices something. A dark, motionless figure standing in one of the rocky hollows.
No sé. A la verga, vete a la verga. ¿Qué es pendejo? Quítate. ¿Qué fue?
Totally frightened, the group doesn't hesitate and decides to flee, scrambling down the hillside as fast as they can. But their terror doesn't end there. As they try to navigate their way out of the forest, another similar figure emerges from the shadows.
Ya se atacó el güero otra vez. ¡Ey, vénganse para acá, coño! Loco, el güero, ¿qué pedo, güero? Está allá, a la verga. Aguanta, loco, este vato nunca va rápido, güey. Pollo bobo también ya no quiere nada. Ay, mira, ya se me está alejando más. Güero, espérate, papi. Verga. Yo no puedo, güey. A chile ya no puedo, güey. Oye, el tecolote otra vez. El tecolote. No mames. Güero, ¿dónde vas? ¿Qué pedo? No mames. ¡Ah, la verga! ¡No mames, güey! ¡No mames, madre, güey! ¡Acá se esa mamada, güey! ¡Vete a la verga! Espérate, súbase. ¡No, pendejo! ¡Verga, me tropecé! ¡Ah, se tocó, verga! ¡Verga, me pegué un vergazo en la mano! ¡Puta madre, qué cura! ¿Sí lo viste?
Already on edge, the group is started once more when a figure, eerily similar to the one they saw near the cave, suddenly appears in the bushes.
No mames. Güero, ¿dónde vas? ¿Qué pedo?
Just when they thought the night couldn't get any worse, this new encounter pushed their fear to its limits. Even though they were already completely exhausted from running, the group had no choice but to keep pressing forward, their sense of safety completely shattered. One member of the group, overwhelmed by the ordeal, even grew lightheaded from the relentless fleeing, further heightening the group's panic.
¿Todo bien? ¿Güero? ¿Güerito? De volada se siente hasta el cambio de temperatura, cabrón. No mames, cómo me sacó el
sí, cabrón,
zapato,
cuando
güey.
se estaba poniendo así me estaba yo empezando a sentir.
Ya está Ángel, ya está él.
After what felt like an endless nightmare, the group finally emerged from the forest, utterly shaken but profoundly relieved to have reached safety. Hearts pounding and nerves frayed, they wasted no time getting into their cars, eager to leave the chilling experience far behind. The regret of ever setting foot near the infamous Devil's Cave weighed heavily on their minds. But one thing was certain: this was an encounter they would never forget. Their story serves as a chilling reminder of how real fear can feel in the face of the unknown. But this is just one of many terrifying encounters. In the next clip, we'll dive into another spine-tingling overnight exploration that will have you questioning what might be lurking in the shadows. This next clip comes from the TikTok account, The Certified Geo, owned by Jordan. While his account seems primarily for sharing funny moments with friends, he shared one particular video that stands out. A haunting encounter near his campsite that captured the attention of millions on the platform. In this particular clip, Jordan finds himself on an ordinary camping trip with his family. While most of the trip seems routine, things take a disturbing turn when he decides to go for a nighttime walk to explore the area. What begins as a casual stroll quickly transforms into something far more sinister when Jordan stumbles upon an abandoned and decaying house nearby. It's September 28th, 2023. Jordan, feeling restless, decides to take a night walk around the camping park where he's staying. And while he ventures further, he stumbles upon the old abandoned house, where he notices something shifting in the upper window of the house. A subtle yet unmistakable movement that instantly grabs his attention. Instinctively, he pulls out his phone and starts filming, his heart racing as he hopes to capture evidence of what he is witnessing.
Yo, what the fuck is that? What the fuck is that?
As his camera focuses on the window, the shape becomes clearer. A large, dark figure appears to move deliberately, pacing from side to side.
Yo, what the fuck is that? What the fuck is that?
The sight sends shivers down his spine, but he keeps recording, torn between fear and curiosity. This was unlike anything he had ever seen before.
What the fuck is that?
The dark figure suddenly pauses, while peeking from behind the window frame. For a chilling moment, it appears to be looking directly at Jordan, as if aware of his presence.
What the fuck is that?
The sheer intensity of that moment freezes Jordan in place, his breath catching as his mind races to comprehend what he's seeing. Before Jordan can fully process it, the figure retreats back behind the walls of the dilapidated house, vanishing into the shadows as quickly as it appeared. That was all Jordan needed to see. Overwhelmed with fear, he decided not to stick around to investigate further. He rushed back to his campsite, shaken by the bizarre encounter. Jordan uploaded the footage to his TikTok account, hoping the collective knowledge of the internet might shed some light on what he had witnessed. The video quickly gained traction, sparking a flood of comments from users sharing their theories. Some suggested it might be a trick of the light, an animal, or even an elaborate prank. Others leaned towards the supernatural, speculating about spirits, shadow figures, or otherworldly beings. But despite the wide range of ideas, none of the explanations seemed to fully account for the eerie presence captured in the footage. the lack of a clear answer only deepened the mystery, leaving Jordan and millions of viewers haunted by the possibilities. And to this day, the unsettling memory lingers in his mind, a chilling encounter that refuses to be forgotten. As we ponder this unsolved mystery, let's move on to our next clip, where another adventure offers another spine-chilling twist. This is Austin, the creator behind the YouTube channel Austin Cornejo, known for his entertaining content that ranges from fun challenges to exploring fascinating locations. But although he hasn't uploaded any new videos in over 7 years, there's one particular clip that still lingers in the memories of his viewers. A chilling encounter that turned a carefree adventure into a real-life nightmare. It was August 26, 2017, when Austin and his brother Sean stumbled upon an eerie tunnel near their vacation bungalow. Intrigued by its ominous appearance, the two brothers decided to investigate, hoping to capture some thrilling footage for Austin's channel. But what started as a fun escapade quickly spiraled into something they could never have anticipated.
Hold up. Dude, I don't want to do this. Should we do this? There's no way.
Should we pop it?
No.
Bro, I
Yeah,
feel
I'm
like
in
if this thing pops, it's gonna like spurt
Hurry, let's
red
go.
stuff at us.
Can't see anything. Give me the
The brothers squeezed through the metal bars meant to block entry, their excitement overshadowing any sense of caution. They spotted a red balloon floating eerily on the bars of the tunnel, but dismissed it as an odd coincidence. Undeterred, they ventured deeper into the pitch-black tunnel, their flashlight cutting through the darkness as a mix of excitement and unease set in.
Bro, what the frick? I'm hoping.
5 minutes.
That's
and
what I'm-
then what? Because you got bored of waiting.
Bro, all there is trash, bro. And I could like stand fully on. What the heck was that? You hear that?
Suddenly, in the distance, they spotted something. A figure stood motionless in the shadows, barely visible in the dim light. Austin and Sean froze, their breath hitting as they tried to process what they were seeing. But then, as if pulled from a nightmare, the figure suddenly started moving.
No freaking. No! Go! Bro, it's right there. Frick! Go, dude! Go! Oh, frick, go! Get out!
I hit my head. Camera.
Panic overtook the brothers. Realizing they might be in real danger, they turned and bolted toward the exit. Their hearts pounded as they sprinted through the narrow passage, the sound of their footsteps echoing wildly. When they finally burst out into the open air, they didn't stop to look back. They ran all the way to their bungalow, desperate to find safety with their parents. Once back, they recounted their harrowing experience and showed their parents the unsettling footage they had captured. Concerned for their safety and unsure of who they had encountered, their parents contacted the local authorities to report the incident. But here's where the story takes an even stranger turn. Despite a thorough search of the tunnel and surrounding area, police found no evidence of anyone or anything that could explain what the brothers had seen. The figure had vanished without a trace, leaving behind nothing but questions. To this day, the mystery remains unsolved. What had Austin and Sean encountered in that tunnel? Was it a person playing a cruel prank, or was it something far more sinister? The lack of answers only adds to the chilling nature of this video, making it a haunting memory for those who have watched, and for Austin and Sean, an experience they'll never forget. Luckily for the two brothers, their quick instincts and determination led them back to safety in time. However, the memory of that chilling experience remained with them, leaving unanswered questions and a lingering fear of what truly lurked in the shadows of that eerie tunnel. And with that, let's dive into the next clip, where another daring adventure takes a terrifying turn. Frank is renowned for his daring adventures, spending over 6 years uncovering and sharing spine-chilling stories from terrifying locations around the globe on his YouTube channel, Franco TV. In this video, Frank embarks on another unsettling overnight solo adventure. His destination is an old abandoned factory, notorious for its grim history. According to legend, the woman who once owned the factory was a ruthless tyrant, punishing workers who disobeyed or failed to meet her expectations. Some were even murdered and buried beneath the factory floor. These chilling tales are more than enough to draw Frank to explore this eerie place and uncover its secrets. It's November the 1st, 2024. Frank begins his exploration under the cover of night, with darkness enveloping the factory. As he approaches the dilapidated building, the atmosphere feels oppressively heavy. Eerie sounds echo faintly from deep within the structure, setting the tone for a night of unease.
I just made it in, and yeah, I just heard something from the back. But this is the whole location right now. This is the location here in front of me. I just heard something back here. I haven't even been in here yet.
Without hesitation, Frank steps inside, his flashlight cutting through the darkness as he delves into the factory's haunted halls. The air feels thick, and every creak of the floorboards heightens the tension. Unknowns to him, the night's terrors are only just beginning.
Looks like a prison. I've never been up here before, so explore this together. Still on the second floor. I turned off my camera for a quick second, and I started hearing noises coming from both sides here. What the fuck is that?
Frank has barely stepped inside the building when strange, crying-like sounds echo from somewhere deep within the factory. The unsettling noise immediately puts him on edge, leaving him to question whether it might be another person wandering through the factory, or perhaps the restless spirits of those rumored to be buried beneath the floor. With his nerves heightened but his curiosity stronger, Frank steels himself and cautiously continues his exploration, every step measured as he prepares for whatever might be sharing the building with him.
This floor feels like it's about to fall. 36. And a lot of red writing for some reason. Here, I'll put it on color on the psionics. See? 36. I want to see if I can hear what I just heard. Oh, fuck that. But I don't hear it. Who the hell is that?
As he films through a window, his camera captures a fleeting figure moving across the property. Frank, however, doesn't see it clearly with his own eyes and assumes it might be an animal. Unaware of the eerie evidence he's just recorded, Frank shifts his focus to exploring another, slightly less hazardous section of the factory.
All right. I am gonna make my way to another area here. I have absolutely no idea why I would hear. Oh my God, I'm literally feeling like a cold chill right here on my right side. I literally have goosebumps right now. Why would there be a woman here? Did women work here too? Oh, it could be the owner. The owner's a woman. I am stepping away from the building for a little bit because I'm hearing a lot of noises of people. And I don't know if there's somebody living inside or what.
Each step into the building brings more unsettling sounds and a growing sense of dread. Frank, feeling overwhelmed, decides to take a moment outside to calm himself and scan for any signs of other visitors. He checks the factory's exterior, hoping to see something that might explain the noises.
Right now I'm looking at this place without any IR light. I just want to see if I see any flashlights reflecting off the building. What the hell is that? Oh shit. I don't know what that is, and I just heard a loud noise over here. And I hear music.
Even outside, strange sounds persist, and while scanning the area with his camera, he notices something glinting and shifting inside the factory. Intrigued and wary, he decides to edge closer, determined to figure out what he just saw, despite the uneasy feeling gnawing at him.
Alright, going lights off. I'm gonna switch to IR. I swear to God, I just saw something in the window. What the hell is that? Something was moving. Oh my God, I'm getting freaked out right now. I don't know if I'm going to see somebody or not.
Feeling uneasy outside as well, Frank can't shake the thought that someone else might be lurking nearby. The possibility of encountering another person in this eerie location weighs heavily on his mind. But despite his discomfort and the unsettling atmosphere, his curiosity gets the better of him. Determined to uncover the source of the strange occurrences, Frank decides to head back into the factory, eager to unravel the mystery of what might be happening inside.
All right, hold on. There's something blocking the door. Holy shit, this place is huge on the inside. Hola. Well, nobody's answering, so I don't think anybody's here. Okay, so right now I am inside this place, not too far from the room where I saw something moving in through the window. I am in the little quiet room where all the chairs are at. And I want to see if I could pick up anything, if possible. And I do have a night vision camera right over there watching me. Is there anybody here with me that would like to communicate? ¿Alguien estás aquí conmigo que quieres hablar? Oh shit. I just got a sound over there. Hola? Hold on. Just because I'm paranoid.
Convinced that spirits may be responsible for the unexplainable events, Frank turns to his ghost hunting equipment. But the eerie atmosphere deepens as the EMF reader offers no activity. This makes Frank decide to move to another area, seeking any signs of paranormal contact.
Yeah. Let's just go. This little light of mine. Oh my god, this is so sketchy. Forgot to put my gloves on. There we go. Holy crap, this place is creepy. Holy. Talk about claustrophobia. I thought I heard something. Holy shit, this place is too big. It just keeps going down. What? I hear something. Hola?
Suddenly, a haunting, crying-like sound echoes through the factory, this time seeming to come from alarmingly close to Frank.
It just keeps going down. What? I hear something.
The eerie noise sends chills down his spine as he freezes in place, calling out into the darkness, scanning the tunnel for any sign of movement. The oppressive silence that follows only heightens the tension, making the sound linger in his mind and leaving him questioning if he's truly alone in the abandoned factory.
Hola? I just heard something up there. Hola? ¿Quién es? There's somebody up there. I don't know what it was, though. I barely understood it. It was like something moving or something squeaking or a voice. There's nothing anywhere around me. See? Me and this wall. Hola. Háblame.
The same sound echoes again, and Frank, now totally on edge, calls out several more times, his voice echoing through the cold, empty tunnel of the factory. Each unanswered shout only deepens the unsettling quiet, until suddenly, from deep within the dark tunnel, a high-pitched, almost childlike voice drifts toward him, softly saying, "Hola."
I just heard it, hola. Something just said hello. ¿Cómo se llamas?
The voice sends chills down Frank's spine, leaving him frozen in fear. Unsure if he's dealing with a person, an animal, or something unexplainable, Frank is caught between his curiosity and his mounting dread. For a few tense moments, he debates whether to press on or retreat while he still can. But then, breaking through the stillness, he hears something that makes the decision for him.
Listen. I just heard a noise. I'm gonna get out of here. Oh, fuck. Something's moving. Yeah, I'm out. I'm shaking like crazy. I'm ready to fight or flight right now. Me voy. I'm leaving.
This was the breaking point for Frank. The overwhelming sense of dread and the relentless unease convinced him that staying any longer in this chilling, abandoned factory was simply not worth the risk. Feeling unsafe and deeply unsettled, he made the decision to cut his exploration short. Quickly packing up his gear, Frank headed straight for his car. The oppressive atmosphere followed him until he was finally behind the wheel, driving away from the ominous structure that loomed in his rearview mirror. Though he didn't find the answers he sought, his unsettling experience serves as a haunting reminder of the shadows that linger in places long forgotten. And with that, let's head into the next terrifying clip. This is Dan, an adventurer, thrill seeker, and the face behind Cursed Urban, a YouTube channel dedicated to exploring the eeriest, most spine-chilling locations across the United States. From abandoned asylums to haunted forests, Dan has a knack for venturing into places others wouldn't dare. In this video, Dan embarks on a solo camping adventure deep within a forest notorious for its chilling reputation. Stories of cryptic creatures like skinwalkers and restless spirits haunt these woods, with many attributing the eerie activity to demonic cult rituals that allegedly took place here in the 1980s. The combination of supernatural lore and unsettling history makes this forest irresistible for Dan to investigate. It's January the 10th, 2025. Despite the frigid winter temperatures, Dan is eager for his overnight journey. Arriving at his chosen spot just as darkness falls, he immediately pitches his tent to create warmth with his portable heater, instead of struggling to build a fire in the snow.
Alright guys, we are settled in the tent. Very settled, very warm. I've been running my propane heater for a bit. And I would say actually I'm cooking. I'm cooking. So yeah, here we are for the evening. Hope that's alright with you guys.
With his camp set up and the heater providing a cozy refuge, Dan is ready to begin his investigation. He starts by using a spirit talker to attempt communication with the paranormal, hoping to capture something intriguing. The atmosphere feels calm, and Dan is optimistic, but that sense of comfort won't last long.
Or another creature called the Mimic. Do you know if the
Walk forward.
Walk forward. I'm not leaving my tent. I can't walk. I cannot walk forward currently. It is not possible. After, okay. Alright, I'm going to end this session with you right now. If you'd like to speak with me in a little bit, maybe we can try something else that might be a little bit easier, or that you might like more to communicate with. Dude, that was like a bust. That was like a bust. We got nothing on Spirit Talker. Usually it's quiet during the day and very active at night. But, like,
It sounded like something was right by my tent. Keep in mind, like, it's not unusual to have, like, wildlife and stuff out here. But still.
Although the spirit talker doesn't yield much, the mood shifts dramatically when a loud snap of a branch breaks the silence. Startled, Dan listens intently, but hears only the silence of the forest. But just as he begins to shake off the discomfort, it happens again.
And, take it from there.
Aware that animals can make such noises, Dan tries to rationalize what's happening. But when he shines his flashlight into the darkness, nothing is there. Uneasy and alert, he can't shake the feeling that it might be more than just wildlife. It could be a cryptic creature or one of the restless spirits tied to this forest's sinister history.
What the is holy sound? I've never heard anything like that before. What was that noise? Was that even an animal? What was that? I'm trying to think of what that could be. Like, we don't have animals here that make that type of noise.
While Dan gives the spirit talker another try, a distant, eerie howling sound echoes through the forest, breaking the silence of the cold night. Startled and amazed, Dan pauses, unsure of what to make of it. For a brief moment, he questions whether staying in these woods is a good idea. It no longer feels safe. But after a few tense moments of debating with himself, he pulls it together and decides to stick to his plan. It's late, and leaving now doesn't seem practical. But little does Dan know, the night's terrors are far from over.
So I'm going to calm down, because I don't know how to put it in words how I'm feeling right now. So I'm going to calm down. I'm going to answer some texts, then you get back to some snaps. Then we'll go to bed. So, I have listened, and I agree. Don't get me wrong. I agree with you. And I haven't been against this idea ever, just to make that perfectly clear. But I'm very happy I've done this. Everybody says, Dan, make sure you bring a means to protect yourself with. So I made sure to do that tonight, just in case.
Dan, feeling uneasy but determined, prepares to call it a night. With his tent warmed up and some protection within reach, he tucks himself into his sleeping bag. And to ensure he doesn't miss anything unusual, he sets up a camera to record throughout the night. For a while, the forest remains eerily quiet, and Dan drifts into a light, restless sleep. But then, in the dead of night, something happens. A moment so unsettling it leaves an air of mystery hanging over his entire experience. Although Dan only half heard the eerie howling sound in his groggy, half-asleep state, the footsteps that followed was what jolted him awake, setting every nerve on edge. His senses were on high alert, bracing for whatever might come next. Despite the silence that followed, the unsettling atmosphere lingered, wrapping the forest in an oppressive, mysterious tension. Sleep was out of the question. Every shadow, every creak of the trees feeding Dan's growing unease. Hours dragged on, and the cold winter night felt endless. But when the first rays of sunlight finally broke through the trees, a wave of relief washed over him. Wasting no time, Dan packed up his camp and left the forest behind, still haunted by the danger of what he had heard that night. Now that was all for today, folks. If you enjoyed these horrifying clips, subscribe to my channel and click to see more on the video on screen.